ways that we can work around this. We need to figure out the schools. We need to figure out just life in general. Like the things that we are teaching our kids right now. What are we teaching our kids? Our president can be this nasty person and still win? Or are we teaching our kids that no matter what, there's consequences to your actions and there's actually a better way to do things to make other people's lives better versus worse?
Yeah.
I want to share my coming out story with you guys because I feel like it's important, especially based on what you both just said.
Yeah.
I have a father who is from the South, Christian, super, and everyone, when I came out, everyone was like, well, how are you going to tell him? Like, everyone was kind of like, we knew, like, we're waiting for you, but how are you going to tell that man? Because my dad's very, like, he's like the patriarch of our family. He's like he's the one. And we're very close. I remember I told my dad when I was in college, I came out to him and I was like, Daddy, whatever. And he said to me, he goes, again, I was afraid. He's like, I tell you kids all the time. He's like, I had you. I know every single thing about you before you know it about yourself. My daddy and I are like this because he was like, I'm not going to take all of this like past trauma of whatever I've been through with my, my religion and my being from the South. And I'm not going to project that onto my son. That's my baby. I love him. That's mine. My daddy and I are like this. I love my daddy because he did not fall victim to.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean? And it's out to my party this last night. I was like, I'm so happy to, you know what I mean? Like it's because that's so rare, which is disgusting that's rare.
Yeah,
I hope I have
for Black men.
Well, it's important to raise.
Black
like,
community really needs to do that better.
I
We
actually
have
had the same experience with my dad because I told him like, Dad, like,
love you, Dad.
Probably seen like my Instagram. You see how I changed a lot, and he's all like, and we never had a good relationship. Like, I was always with my mom all the time. So when I told my dad, I'm like, Dad, this is what I am. This is what it is. He's all like, baby, you always had a good head on your shoulders. You've always been accomplished in everything that you do, no matter what it is. And you've always made your own way. And I love you no matter what. And for him to be from the South also, that is a big thing because that teaches anyone from the South, any Black person within their families, acceptance is there. You just have to give it, write it, and then you all eat together. No matter what, we all going to come to the same home. We all want to come back to the same people. We all going to make money. We all going to win together. But when you take that option and be like, I don't want to deal with these people, guess what? Now I'm winning without you. And when I win without you, I'm going to win big.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like I'm going to win the lotto up in here. And then when I win that lotto, guess what? You're left in the back. I'm in the front. And anyone who was with me during that point is going to win with me.
Period.
I love that we all understand the importance of unity, like in this room. I genuinely appreciate that. I just really hate that the reality of it is Donald Trump and the way that he weaponizes people, the way that he uses people, it's disgraceful, it's despicable, it's disgusting. But I believe that it will take us building a coalition amongst each other and having these conversations and carrying these conversations over that we can fight against that. You know what I mean? Like as a trans woman, I just think about where I am in society now, especially being a Black trans woman. Then on top of that, I'm also Native as well too. And so there's a lot of like transphobia within the Native American community that I'm also a part of. So, I look at where I am in this country today and where I stand, and I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
I have been out here advocating for Black women, Black men, immigrants,
trans men in general.
Trans men. I've been advocating for everyone. And I just want to see a return on my investment.
There's a phenomenon. Have you seen there was this? Have you seen the like hashtag Black Rest or something like Black Women Rest?
Yes, and so I'm glad you brought that up because I have been contemplating whether I want to promote that because as a Black trans woman, I need to rest too.
Yes,
but I can only rest for so long because I know that if I rest too long, I'm not going to be able to come back. Number one, number two, I could be in a place of detriment. Where I don't know if I can pull myself up. As a trans person in this country, our rights to gender affirming care, our rights to be able just to use the freaking bathroom. My friend Sarah McBride is going through what she's going through
Delaware.
In Congress, which I'm so proud of her because I've known Sarah for over 10 years. When I first became an activist, she was there with HRC. And so, it's just a lot happening, but I appreciate the conversations, whether we agree or disagree, that are happening around that because that's how we build coalitions of understanding.
Yeah.
And what I hope is, because, astrologically, looking at all the aspects or whatever, yes, there's a race war potentially happening, but it's how we combat it. And I love what you said so much because it's so, so important. I just think that we have to learn to take what we're saying here and find impactful ways to make that change happen.
I don't think it's 4B though. Can we please stop pushing that? I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
No. So here's the thing.
It's not
I don't want.
4B.
I don't want to wish it, but I'm also a realist because when I'm looking at the astrology of it or whatnot, it's already happening. It's been happening for so long under this Trump administration. However, I do think as time goes along, because Trump has given permission for people who essay, people who commit rape, commit crimes,
Pedophilia.
all of those things to be able
Money
to
laundering.
thrive.
Mhm.
This is where it's a
Misappropriation of
little
campaign
bit
funds.
different than the first time.
And
This
become emboldened as
Yeah.
well. Because as soon as the election hit, my comment section went,
Solicit.
broop.
Yeah, but see, if y'all notice, this is where the difference
Yeah.
happened the first
comments.
time.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I will read my TikTok comments the first 10 minutes after I post a video, and then anything after that,
Yeah.
I just don't even look.
So
And
I want to make this very
check it.
clear. We're not wishing anything here, but I do think we have to be prepared for it because this is the difference between now and the first time. He wasn't convicted of all those things the first time, right?
Yeah.
And it's given permission for people who feel empowered by Trump.
I know. The fact that
be able
you
to do
know
these things.
what this monster is, but you're still riding for it.
Correct.
Like the first time, it was kind of like, well, we like his ideas. He's never been a politician before, so we don't know if he's going to be horrible. And then he was. So we
Yeah.
all know now that he's horrible. We've all watched him be
Yes.
horrible for like 8 years. If you're still willing to vote for him,
Shame on you.
like,
on you,
but that's
yeah.
such a much worse beast. Like at first, I was just like, okay, our country's stupid. Now it's more like, oh,
You're
like
dumb.
this is beyond stupid because we all know the allegations and the accusations against all these people.
For sure.
But yet you still choose to ride with them.
right.
That's not just ignorance. That's an issue of morality,
yes.
It's sorry.
Go
ahead.
I was to say it's so nice to meet you because I've been watching the podcast for a while now, and I
Oh,
saw your content doing that. Was like, I cannot wait to meet you. So I'm
thank
so happy.
you. I
So
appreciate
sad.
all
You're on the
of
famous
y'all.
couch now. You're part of the podcast.
Yeah, I
Honored.
appreciate
I'm
all
honored.
of y'all. I was
For
excited
real.
to see all of
For real.
y'all too. Like because getting on that show and debating Ben Shapiro, all four of you, like that was so powerful because you all come from your unique experiences, and people like him need to see it and face off with it. Like I think, and I know you didn't get a chance
Yeah.
to go up there, but you're gonna have your
I would've.
moment because we're manifesting moments, bigger moments for all of y'all here. I want to say to the people because I'm kind of the only one that wasn't there or whatever. I am so proud of you. We are so proud of you because it took courage, it took charisma to be able to sit there with patience, with empathy, because y'all had enough empathy to go
Not
on
me.
there.
And you know what? To Jubilee, my face is not that big.
Thank you.
Yeah,
My face is not that big.
Ah,
I am not that big in the face.
I mean, they talk
you had
about-
enough empathy to go on there
That's
and
crazy
just
work.
talk
Yeah.
about what you needed
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah,
I'm so happy.
Oh, by the way, I actually just want to clear something up because people kept making fun of me for wearing that dog collar.
What?
My dog died.
Wow.
Yeah, I bet y'all feel stupid now, don't
You
you?
should.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
thought it
people
was
kept being
cute.
like, she's in a dog collar. I'm like, my dog died. And now I don't wear it. Also, the latch broke on it. But now
thought it
I
was
don't
cute.
wear it.
I liked it.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.